What is going on, guys? It's your boy here again, Dean. Dropping down these deck profiles for you guys to get a little bit of a start on the format. This time we're going to be doing Haven, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. If you want to actually play Haven, this is probably not the deck for you. The deck for you is you pick up your egg deck from last set. You don't change a single card, and you bring that to, you can bring that to the Grand Showdown. It's a good deck. That egg deck is still on the tier list, near the top. Very powerful. And, yeah, but if you want to play with the new cards, boom, that's what we got you here. Don't worry. I'm always looking out for you guys. Probably the deck I'm the least excited for. But anyway, you guys going to see, you can see the code up here. Deck, there's going to be a link in the description as well. But let's get into it. So this is going to be the Wilbert deck for you guys. I, once again, found this on Japanese Twitter, scrounging around. So, don't hate me. Not my list. But definitely I'm going to be sleeving up to test it and then using this as my starting point. So we're going to start off with triple Bellringer Angel. More importantly, it has ward. It draws a card. Broken for our entire archetype. Next up, we have the Holy Counterattack. 1 mana spell. If we can't play during our turn. Card kind of sucks. But we get to deal... What is all that? There we go. Sorry. We get to deal 2 damage to an enemy follower, but if we have a card with ward on our board, deals 4 instead. It's like a better Blazing Breath as long as our opponent, walks into it. 3 of the Saviors. This card's kind of, it's broken. It searches Marwyn, and also we can just banish card with 2 or less defense on our opponent's board, stop our opponent's Bellringer, stop our opponent's 2-drops even, like Fina's. This card is kind of crazy. Everyone should know that. Card from last set. Might have seen some play. Depends on the person. It was more of open 8, hero. 2 mana, 1/3. This is Rosa. She's got ward. That's the big part for us. And we evo her for 1. We're playing 2 of the evo. On evolve, we're going to be drawing a card. Cantrip 2/4. Stat line is... I always think a stat line like this is awkward. The 4 is... 4 is actually really hard for a 2-drop evolve to run into, but the 2 means that it never kills it, so now we've got to play other cards to deal with it. But yeah, definitely nice that it has ward. We're playing triple Surefire Bullet, good control card. Triple Ruby Falcon, this is the card that I have never drawn in my 8 games with Ward Haven. So yeah, this card's not in the actual deck when I play it, but maybe it will be for you. So 3 mana, 3/3. Evo for 1, ward, and then we can pay 2 when we play it as well, so it'd be a 5 mana 3/3 with Storm. But more importantly, when something else on our board with Storm or ward attacks, we get to deal 1 damage to each enemy leader. That means our Bellringer Angels can get in 4 damage with this card. And more importantly, on Evolved, we're going to be able to deal 2 damage to an enemy follower. And then also we can pay 2 to give it Storm. Look at that. Was it 3 up here? No, still 2. Oh, that's just an activated ability. And then, yeah, we still just ping a damage. This card, when we evo, it's pretty lackluster. It's mainly there for this, amulet effect that it has, which is dealing damage and then sometimes chunking in the face. We're playing triple Saintly Leader. We're going to be able to tap this card, banish 3 followers with ward from our grave, select an enemy follower on the field, and banish it. Unconditional banish. Doesn't hurt you. Lorena, or was it Lorena? Zoe was the shit card. That was an Abyss card in the middle of Haven. I mean, as long as we manage to get 3 cards with ward in our grave, this card is kind of crazy. 2/4, the stat line sucks, but as long as it's coming down with this effect, I don't think you will feel too bad about that. We have 3 Archangel Reynas. I think this is really funny. We are not all in on that Evo plan. I kind of wish we were, but basically the idea is that it's in our hand. It's not the most poorly statted body. It has ward. It feeds into our game plan. And then, in the mid to late game, in the late game, maybe we can, build some huge board with this thing, Evoing, and then just giving us all of our mana back. People don't know what she does. Basically, when we evolve her, we get mana back equal to the number of face-up cards in our Evo deck. So the number of times we've evolved, basically, and then we get to put them face down. So, you got 5 things have evolved this game. You basically play this for 0. Definitely really funny for like comboing out and like building a huge board. And of course, speaking of huge boards, we got triple Jean. Deal 2 damage to each enemy follower, but more importantly, when we evo it for 2, we're going to be able to buff our board up with health, and then also 2 damage to the enemy board again. So basically an AoE for 4. One-sided. Very good card. It's been around since set 1. Everyone knows it. Triple Marwyn. Depends on how much you played this format. This guy, he was, you know, supposed to be a menace. I didn't feel it at my locals. Maybe you did at yours. Basically, we can evolve him by skipping our turn or by paying 4. And he costs 4, so, you know, but basically becomes an 8/8. He's got Ward. He's got Aura. We heal 1. Gain 3. Draw a card. His base form doesn't have Ward. But, like, you know, this one does. I don't know. Like, do we just do this on, like, 7 again, like we did in set, like, last set? Probably. Triple Shrine Knight Maiden. This is our payoff card, if you can call it that. It's got Ward. It's got Aura. It's a vanilla. It's just kind of hard for opponent to deal with. Especially with Rune and a lot of other aggressive decks. You know, we're just hoping we drop this thing and they can't out it. And then what, we deal 5 damage. 5 damage is nothing in this game. It's quarter of your health total, but, like, you know, there's like 1 drops in Rune that can heal them for 3, depending on how they're teched. Dude, I don't know. I don't know. This deck is whack. We got Wilbert, the Grand Knight, new card, 5 mana, 4/5. Ward, fanfare. We're gonna be looking at top 5, and we get to play any. So we get to summon a card with Ward. That's not this guy that costs 5 or less, and the rest will go in the bottom of our deck. And then when a card with Ward is put into our grave, we get to deal a whole 1 damage. Only when it's put into the grave. In digital, this guy was insane. He gave you a leader effect. He didn't need to be on the board, because he has to be on the board for this effect. Or if he dies, he deals 1 damage. 1 is nothing in physical compared to digital. Like, digital, 1 is better because digital, like, combos you out harder, but a lot of things in physical deal more damage. Like, Goblin deals 2, Forte deals 7. Like, cards in general tend to do more damage. So this thing only doing 1 is, like, well, he does 2 in digital, and, like, your card has to die. And in digital, it just has to, like, be attacked. I don't know. This guy is... I'm sorry for being negative. This guy sucks. But hey, we're here for the Wilbert deck, so, you know, we got him. We got him in there. We're gonna sleeve this one up. I'm calling it now. I'm going to go 0-2 with this deck. We got the Dark Jean, 6 mana, 5/5, Evo for 1. Fanfare, we're going to be dealing 2 damage each other follower on the board and give each other follower on the field +2. We use this for huge lethal push. It's why it's our 1 of. Some of our cards with Ward live. Boom, we play this down. We, you know, basically get a huge push. We can also trigger our Wilbert. Like, let's say we got the Bellringer Angel. We got some, like, garbage like the Ruby Falcon on the board. And we got the Wilbert or something. And we attack with the Bellringer to get the Ruby Falcon proc. And then we play down the Jean. We buff up the Ruby Falcon. Wilbert triggers. Like, you know, there's some combos. There's some combos we can be doing here. And then I think our last card is going to be the Aether, because it summons a card out of our deck, which means it can summon the Wilbert, that can then summon the Shrine Knight Maiden, building a huge board just in time for D-Shift, by the way. So definitely that seems pretty powerful. And then we can also... I don't know where the Marwyn comes up. I don't know when the Marwyn comes up, but he's in the list. Evo Dex looks like this. Yeah, you know, I'm going to sleeve it up. It's a Haven deck that's new, and if you want to actually win, play eggs. So, yeah, if you guys like this one, smash that like button, and hit that notification bell, because I'm going to be showing you guys another deck for this format coming up soon. And until then, this is your boy Dean, signing out.